Hello everyone, it is Dave Reddick, aka Realtor Dave, and I'm here today to talk about something that is very near and dear to me, and that is real estate investing. I have been doing real estate investing for longer than I've been a realtor, and in fact, it was my love of real estate investing that brought me into becoming a realtor. I've been doing it about 6.5 years now. I've read most books, heard most audiobooks, watched the YouTube videos about real estate investing. What I want today is talk about the 5 tips that I've learned in my 6.5 years of doing this. And right now, the rental market is really hot, in Calgary in particular. But the advice I'm going to give you now, fully can be used throughout Canada. But right now, I'm finding a lot of investors are coming back into the market in Calgary, and it's because the rental market it really is ridiculous right now. It is really hot right now. So what are my 5 tips? First, you need cash. This seems like it would be a no-brainer. Obviously, you need money for a down payment. You also need money for monthly repairs and things like that. But you also need money to pay for your taxes. Every month you're going to be getting rent. And some of that rent's going to be most of that rent in fact is going to go into the bank. Some of that rent will be used to pay down your principal. Well, you can't write that money off. So say you pay down $200 a month on your principal, and you're probably paying more than that. The government's going to say, well, we want to see taxes paid on that. And at 40%, which is what rent's taxed at these days, you're going to look at $80 a month that you owe the government. You have to have that money to give to the government. And as you hold on to property for longer and longer, that principal pay down is going to go faster and faster. You're going to owe more and more money to the government. Now, the great thing is when you go to sell, you only have to pay for what the house has increased, the appreciation. You don't have to pay for the principal pay down, but of course you've already paid taxes on that. So that's one thing you need to be aware of is cash. The second thing you're going to need is time. I don't care if you're going to buy a property and immediately give it to a property manager. You must stay on top of the property. Even if it's just managing the property manager, you must know what's going on. Consider what this asset, say you bought a $300,000 place, that is $300,000 that you owe, even if you put no money down, which is impossible to do these days, but even if you put no money down, technically that's $300,000 you still owe to somebody. You won't need those tenants to take care of the house. Those are 2 kind of easy ones. So now, as we push on here, the third one, and this is not some advice I've seen a lot of. The only way people really lose money in real estate, or if they don't maximize the returns, is they sell too quickly. And typically people will sell property either because they can't find anyone to run it, which is a problem, but more so that they hate the house, or they hate the house, or the area the house is in. So my advice here is, buy a property in an area that you like. Now, that's not really a very quantitative statement. A lot of times you'll see buying near transportation improvements, buying an area that's doing well, or that's you're turning over, gentrifying, if you will. But you must still like that area. If you do not like that area, it'll drive you nuts to manage the property, and you'll sell early. You'll sell sooner than you should. Anything that goes wrong will just be amplified. So while you do need to find a good area, I also want people to really focus on buying a property in an area that they like. It's not necessarily an area you would live in, because obviously it's still rent a property, but at least an area that you can see, okay, it has its good points, and well, I understand the bad points, but I think the good points outweigh the bad. Do not buy in an area you do not like. If you don't like it, you're going to hate managing the property, and you won't maximize your returns. The fourth one is a fairly simple one, but a lot of people don't do it, and that is really, really, really crunch the numbers. I have spreadsheets available. If you ever want them, you can always send me a quick email. I'm more than willing to send them on to people. You must run the numbers very conservatively. I find people these days go, okay, well, I need to pay my mortgage, my property taxes, and my condo fees, maybe my insurance, and that's what they look at. Well, there's still a lot more things to that. Your time is going to be invested. Your time is worth something. There's going to be repairs. You need to consider repairs. Also, there's going to be vacancies. You don't want to ever put yourself in a position where you must rent, because that's when you get bad tenants, and then you're like, oh God, I don't really know about these people, but I'm going to take a chance on them because I need the money. Terrible idea. Trust me, I know. You'd much rather hold off for a month, take the $1,500 hit from the lack of rent, than rent to someone you're not sure about. Tenants, and that's kind of brings me to the 5th point, and that is the key to real estate investing. The key is tenant selection. If you pick good tenants, this is an easy job, an easy way to make money. You talk to your tenants every couple of months, find everything okay, they pay their rent on time, and if anything goes wrong, they'll let you know, you'll repair it. That relationship between you and your tenant is key. You must have a good tenant in place who will pay you on time, who respects the property, and similarly, if you get a good tenant there, make sure you treat them well as well. Okay guys, that's my 5 keys for real estate investing. And like I said, in Calgary, if you're thinking about getting involved in investing, I do find there's always one sort of key component to the cog that's hurting, whether it's hard to find renters, hard to find properties, uncertainty in the economy. And I think right now the problem is just the uncertainty in the world economy. Like if things were going really well in the world, Calgary would be going through the roof. But right now, it's easy to find renters, lots of good properties out there that you can still find that can cash flow in good areas. So if you are interested in finding out a little bit more about real estate investing, check my websites out. I have 2 these days. One is www.realtordave.ca. That one's a little bit better for people looking to be investors or also homeowners. And then there's also www.calgarycountryreport.com. That's one that hosts my blog, though. All right, guys. Hope all is well. Hope everyone enjoyed Stampede. Any questions, comment on the video or send me an email. Or, as always, give me a phone call. Talk to you guys later. Bye.